to the O'Neill Show.
Friends, I can see it now. Just imagine Amber and Anthony's marriage being fixed. You know what? Maybe Amber needs to go on a podcast. That's what it is. Let's get into this. Let's go.
You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're in the storm, you just can't see what he has on the other side. But the wisdom that he's given me and how I just feel so confident and sure of myself. It's like he's given me this boost in life so that I know that everything I went through had a purpose. Had a purpose and a plan.
So, this is more than just cordial. For the people who used to tell me that this was very, very, cordial. This being cordial is too much talking. It's too much conversation. It's too much getting into that place again. But hey, like y'all say, only negative, so hey, we're gonna run it.
And I'm just thankful. I'm really, really, really thankful. Because there's a message in the mess, right? What the old lady say, it's a testimony during the test. But let me hurry up. I know Kai is sleeping, but I'm gonna wake him up and get him down here for you. I just want to get all this stuff together.
You know what, Amber? You really have a lot of wisdom that other women need to hear.
Shayla.
If Amber have a heap of wisdom, Amber have a heap of experiences, but I don't know about the wisdom. I beg to differ against that. I don't think Amber has a lot of wisdom of anything. I think Amber has a lot of experiences because she has been showing me that the wisdom can be converted into anything. So at this point, I don't know about that,
Again, it is nothing but God. I bought him 3 pair of pants, so those are all. Actually, 1, 2, 3.
And you know what else? I think that you should join our podcast.
Your podcast? I didn't know.
Let's stop right here, so. Amber on Shayla's podcast. Podcast. Now, Shaman, you know what a podcast is. You also know how Amber mouth works. Like it's like a faucet, like it's a pipe, basically. You can turn it on, and once it turns on, it never stops. It keeps going. Right? You also realize what Amber's thing is, how fickle it is. And now we're talking about a podcast. Not no therapy, not no them spending time together, not no them going on a vacation by themselves, not anything else. A podcast. Someone else to be inside of their marriage again, even more than ever. I hope you realize why I just don't. I see this as a sham. No, that's exactly why I don't give it. You know what I mean? The amount of what you call belief that y'all give it. I just don't. I don't believe it.
I didn't know you were into that kind of thing.
Yeah, me, Delicia, Honeypot, Lauren, we're doing a podcast. And I think that you should join it. You should be on it. I feel like you give a womanly perspective that we don't have.
Which one? What type of perspective? To forgive, baby mothers? Is that the perspective you want? If y'all say so, look here. Being on a podcast would be a bad idea because it is too close and it is too much. But this is kind of what, the writers have given to us. I mean, it's how we look at the actual story. But don't worry. I bet you people going to come on and going to defend it and tell me why Amber should be on this podcast. I'm guaranteeing you something. I'm going to say a comment about it.
A podcast.
A podcast. And then, we can just be transparent about our lives and who we are and maybe what we've been through. And I'm sure that would be really inspirational to families that are experiencing the same things.
Now, Shayla, when you go on a podcast and you put your business out there, everybody is subject to scrutinize it. Everybody got something to say. And you talking about what we went through. That's a lot now. You sure you want me to be on this podcast?
I'm asking Amber the same question. Are you sure you want to be on that podcast knowing where your marriage is at? Okay, this is what I think y'all are not getting or you're not capturing. And last night when Amber was apologizing, Anthony kept stopping her and telling her, I said, no, you haven't done anything. No, she actually also has done a lot of things. Because again, what we're seeing again from Amber is a lack of focus. Hey, support me in what? And this is exactly what O'Neill was talking about. What may I say again is a lack of focus. So the focus is now on something else. It's her inability to say no. Daniel's line comes back up again. As much as you don't know, Daniel rush up Anthony. Her line comes back again where Amber not understand boundaries and lines. There are certain lines. As far as this is concerned, could Amber be on a podcast? Sure. Just not Shayla and Delicia and all of them's podcast. Maybe it's a podcast about something else. But not that, because it's too close. Because your marriage already under a whole heap of strain. Why would I put it under more strain by putting it more again into the public space? Are you guys following what's going on here or no? Boy.
I feel like everybody already knows what happened between us anyway. And I think that it's really a beautiful journey. Like, of course, it was a mess. It was messy. It was painful. It was transformative. But if we came out as ourselves, I'm sure it would inspire a lot of people. That's what the internet is missing. People are not telling the truth about their life. And we could tell the truth about ours. Or we could just, talk about what's real.
You could just talk about what's real. What exactly is real, Shayla? Tell us the real that you have happening. Tell us the real. Yesterday, right? You were waving, bending over, and telling Anthony bye, and it was something else. What is the actual real about every single thing? In case you don't realize, by the way, Shayla is doing it again. She's doing the same thing again. Look at this idiot, because that's exactly what Shayla is thinking. Look at this idiot. I can sway her at any given time. This is why I called her a laissez-faire leader, because some way, somehow, she can get Amber to do what she wants her to do. And then guess what? When anything happens at all, Amber is going to play victim and I'm going to hear say Anthony fault. Don't worry, I'm going to hear say Anthony fault. I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna hear anything that happens in the podcast is gonna be Anthony's fault. Versus it being the fault that Amber doesn't know exactly how to select things at different points in time. But okay, you know what? Keep running.
Give you something else to do besides the restaurant, your other business ventures. It's just something a little bit more personal. But I feel like the world deserves to see your light.
Okay. No, I'm just taking it all in. But yeah, Shayla, I think that'll be kind of cool.
No, it won't. So let's work it out. She wants to go to school for to do a PhD, right? Then she has a restaurant that's failing. She's not working on that, right? When Anthony was asking about focusing on the restaurant, y'all said basically he wasn't being supportive, right? Even though he was saying spend the energies into the restaurant. All right, okay. Now she's thinking of going onto a podcast to go spend time in the podcast space. Let me ask you a question. Would you want to see Amber on a podcast at this point? Knowing what she has going on, does it make sense for her to be going on a podcast with Shayla and Delicia and the rest of them to talk about whatever issues it is that they have? When they start bringing certain things up, then what? When she start feeling upset and start bringing that back to her marriage, then what? See, that's what I'm talking about with the Amber character. That's what I'm talking about. The Anthony character, I'm flag him for him inappropriateness. Because yes, he have moments of when him extremely inappropriate. Just like I flagged him yesterday. But you also can't, you don't get to go around as well and be doing a bunch of nonsense and think that I'm going to be okay with it. And that's why I can't rock with it. But don't worry, I'm sure y'all ladies are going to tell me, going to explain to me why she must do the podcast. So you know what? I'm going to throw the floor out to y'all. I'm going to throw the floor out to y'all. Tell me why Amber is supposed to be doing this podcast. Go ahead and tell me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. O'Neil is waiting. I'm waiting.